Hey, hello, Secret Beachcombers. What's happening? It's I, your big kahuna, Jason T. Smith. This is how-to video number 8. How to use Worthpoint. Just a basic how to do the search, because there's a little thing you might miss, and I want to make sure you realize it. So I have a couple examples of things I want to show you. So the first example is I have this John Mayer ticket stub. Bonus is it is autographed. Make sure you realize. Oops. So I have a couple examples. Oops. Of things I want. And so if we go to eBay and we put in John Mayer autographed ticket stub. Oops, not Tiki. Ticket stub. There are 0 results. There are no current John Mayer signed ticket stubs. So we'll go to completed, see if there's any there. And there's none there either. So let us go to Worthpoint. Now we're going to search right here, John Mayer. Oops. Autographed ticket stub. Boy, my typing skills. There we go. And search. Now, as you can see, let me make this a little bit bigger here. There are 2 on Worthpoint. One from 2016 and one from 2013, and they both sold. One sold for 40, one sold for 41. So that using Worthpoint, that tells me about 40 bucks is about the going rate. If the price is unchanged 3 years apart, and they're the exact same price, that's gonna be the going rate. Now I'll always tack a premium on, so I might do $49.99, I might do $54.99. But 40 bucks is going to be what I'm searching for this product. Now, if you've ever seen Ron Lee made all these clown statues, and he also did some ones licensing. So he did, this is Gossamer from Warner Brothers. So Ron Lee did it in 1999, and it is numbered. It is number 1,549 out of 2,500. Now, if I go to eBay right now, so let's go to eBay first. eBay, there we go. And we'll do Ron Lee Gossamer. And 0 results come up, incompleted, and 0 results come up inactive. Now, if you've never heard of Ron Lee, you might have seen his work. He, like I said, he mainly did clown. So this was Ron Lee's work. And then he did some Disney stuff and some Warner Brothers stuff too. But we have no Ron Lee Gossamers on eBay, so I don't even know where to start this. So now I'm going to go over here and put in Ron Lee Gossamer. Hey, look what we found, a bunch of the Ron Lee Gossamers. Now, what is nice is you can sort by sale date or price high to low, so or low to high for that matter. So let's see what the high to low is. So these few ones are not the same figurine that I have, but this 4th one is from 2016. It sold for $149.95. And here are the same things. So this one's 125, 125, 100, 100. And as you can see, the years range from 2011 to 2016. 2017 sold for 80 bucks. So it is definitely in the neighborhood of $100. I see. And, use it as a guide, not as the gospel. So I always ask for more because sometimes you get it. But when we search by sale date, we can see what the current ones are selling for. So one just sold in February for 80 bucks. One sold last November for 73 bucks. And then before that, it was July for 125. So the price has come down, but I'm still going to shoot for the $100 range. Now, this result produced exactly what we wanted it to. Now, if you remember my my severed head, the holy grail of mugs I just bought, Tiki mug, and I wanted to look up what it normally sells for because I feel I got a great deal. So here's the one I just bought. And I paid $820 for it. So if we hop over to Worthpoint and we put in severed head, and we're just gonna put in mug, and here's why, because I know some people have not called it a tiki mug, doing prior research. So let's look at it here. And as you can see, we see some things that we don't want to see. And the last actual severed head sold for $1,250 last June. So the one thing I want to point out is normally this search by title is not selected. So what happens is it picks up 1,434 items because the word severed, the word head, and the word mug are in these descriptions somewhere, not necessarily together, but somewhere. Then when you check off on the left side here, search by title only, that's what you really want. This is where we're talking. So here is the severed heads. Severed head mug comes up in 30 titles. Now, we could further reduce it by putting it in Ren Clark, because everyone who sells it would know it's Ren Clark's because it says Ren Clark on the bottom. And now we've got a little bit better understanding of what is going on. Now, this one says only $187. Well, this is the tribute mug. There are people who have made tribute mugs. So this mug is so sought after that people have made tribute mugs. And that's why if we up the price, we can definitely see, let's go, and right here, as you see, I'm working a little gauge here on the left. Let's go anytime it shows up between $700 and $1,500. And that will be the actual severed heads. So one sold for $1,250 in 2016, one sold for $810 in 2013, one sold for $1,500 in 2013, and one sold for $1,200 in 2011. So that is definitely a $1,000 to $1,200 mug all the time. Even though it sold for $1,500, that is definitely the high. So if you throw out the high and the low, like when you're averaging stuff, then your average is $1,200. So at the minimum, I got one of the holy grails at a $400 discount. So that's pretty cool. But you gotta click search by title only, because if you take this off, you are going to see a lot of things you don't want to see. Now, sometimes we'll put our price back down to the bottom so you'll see. Sometimes people search too specific of words. This is where you want to start kind of not too specific. So if we went severed head, title only, that does get us many, oops, no, that we're not. So without title, severed head brings up 500,000 things. So with title only, severed head brings up 2,224 things. Now, if we do throw Tiki Mug in, the $1,500 one didn't have the word Tiki, so that would actually screw up our search results. So if we do it by highest first, high to low, we don't see that $1,500 one because they did not use Tiki. So if we just take out Tiki and just put in Mug, there's the $1,500 one. So, and this works for any search, eBay, Worthpoint, whatever. Make sure that you're not starting too specific. You can narrow it down, but start from a kind of general, but not too general. If we just wrote mug, of course, that's too general. But severed head mug got us in the ballpark. And then if we went Ren Clark, because everyone at least realized they should put Ren Clark, then it would be that much more specific. So that is how you use Worthpoint. And just really the big takeaway is make sure you check off title only. And depending on what you need to see, the two I use the most are sale date, so most current, or highest. I want to see why did it sell for the highest. Oh, and let's go back here real quick at Worthpoint. So this is a auction from 2013. So let's click on it. The source is eBay. And so here is the title. They were, a little sparse on their title. Authentic Ren Clark severed mug. The description, and all the pictures. So that's the joy of Worthpoint. If I picked up this mug and wasn't exactly sure what to do with it or what it was, I now have a good starting point, and it'll be that way for all of the items. So this one from 2016, original Ren Clark severed head Tiki mug. At least they got Tiki in the title. They're sold for the price. There are the pictures, and there is the description. So this really helps when you are selling collectibles and things that don't come up all that often. Severed heads, John Mayer ticket stubs, and Gossamer statues. So that's your quick little how to use Worthpoint search. If you like it, get signed up, use it. It's an awesome tool. All right. This is your big kahuna, Jason T. Smith, saying hang loose, and I'm out of here.